Yo, this is SoulDrum86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to tackle the subject of commentary in these WWE games and games overall. Again, I always promise this. We'll see if I keep to it. I'm going to promise not to be long-winded, but I felt the need to get this out because, yes, I did buy Madden. Yes, one of the only reasons why I bought Madden was because you can take your college player and when he graduates, he can go into the draft and you can import him. And it's been a while. It's been about 10 years since we've been able to do that in a college football game. So it's nice. It's actually like the only mode that I really play for both games. I play Road to Glory and I'm doing Superstar mode and it's phenomenal. But Madden, for the first time, have added in the feature of adding in multiple commentator teams. So every game that you play, it's going to be a different set of commentators. It's a two-man team. One team features one of the female commentators, and I'm blanking on her name right now. I apologize. But this is a feature that NBA 2K actually put in their games like kind of a while ago with adding in multiple different teams. But not only that, in NBA 2K, it's a little more dynamic because the teams get mixed and matched around. So it's not necessarily the same like three-man, like you'll get a specific three-man team here, a specific three-man team there. Like, no, it shuffles. And then they have the feature of like, there'll be a guest commentator like couple years ago when Kobe was a guest commentator, or Kevin Garnett was a guest commentator. You'll hear them talk for like the first half and then they'll like leave. And the commentary has always been great in NBA 2K. But over on the other side of that company with WWE 2K, the commentary has been very just meh. After playing some of the older titles like 2K16 and 18, the commentary definitely has gotten better with WWE 2K. It hasn't been like as bad as it used to be before. But it's still that whole thing of, okay, why do we still have the same three-man team? Byron Saxton doesn't even commentate anymore. And it's been like this now for several years with him. And yet this is still the same three-man team, commentator team. So it's kind of just one of those questions of, all right, WWE 2K, devs, why is it so difficult for 2K to do some of the smallest things? Now, it might be a big undertaking. I don't know how big or small adding in different commentators is, but NBA 2K did it. Now Madden has done it. I'm pretty sure there's another game. Oh, college football did it. You have a broadcast team and you have the national games team. So there's a different commentator for if there's a national game going on, like everybody can see it, or if it's just a regular broadcast and it's two different commentators then. So even college football 25 has multiple, different commentator teams. WWE 2K has said in interviews that they try to emulate what is happening on TV. That's why they would stay away from certain match types, because if they weren't doing the match type on TV, they didn't want to put it in the game. Well, on TV, you got different commentators for NXT. You have different commentators for SmackDown. You got different commentators for Raw. And then every PLE, you have the same Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, Corey Graves. Why can't this be a thing in today's WWE games? It's an annual release title. Madden is also an annual release title. NBA 2K is also annual release title. They come out every year, and yet they added the feature in, no problem. Took Madden a while, but they finally added it in. So what is going on at 2K that they just don't feel like these things are important? These are the issues that I have with 2K, and I believe these are the issues that keep this game from being as good as it can really be. If they really tried to add in the little nuances and just the little details and the stuff that will just kind of make us as fans go, ooh, they're paying attention, they would see such a difference on how this game is viewed. Set aside the gameplay. Give us the game modes, give us the little details, give us those small things that we're looking for. Those small things that over time add up. Now, I will give them this. We do have different ring announcers. We have 3 different ring announcers for this year's game. That's a step in the right direction, but I mean, I think even last year there was at least two. I don't know. Did it start last year? Now I can't even remember. But they at least have three different ring announcers. That next step, just take that next step. It shouldn't be that difficult. Have them read the same lines that Michael Cole and Corey Graves read over, but just have it be with the comment. I mean, because the game, it makes 2K never really sound up to date. You know what I mean? It makes 2K not sound up to date. Like, let's get these commentator teams. One thing that would have been cool with the Pat McAfee DLC is if once that DLC came out, he was a part of the commentating team, not Byron Saxton. That would have at least been cool. I think fans would at least want Pat McAfee in that team of commentating if you're not going to put the different teams of commentating for the different brands that you're using. It's just something to think about, man. I just don't understand why these things can't happen. I felt compelled to make this video, and I didn't want to wait any longer after playing Madden and seeing that they got I think it's like 6 different commentating teams. It's a lot. I could be off. Maybe it's not 6. I think it's like maybe 4, but there's different in every game that I've played, because I've tried out. I haven't played a full game other than my Superstar mode games, but when I was testing out certain teams, seeing how they look this year, every game that I played, there was a different team of commentators. It never really cycled through the same. I mean, it will cycle through over, over a short period of time, but like I was getting a new commentating team every game. And I didn't have to select it, but at least with 2K, they could have it designated to like, if you're in any of the NXT arenas, you get the NXT commentators. If you're in the Raw arena, you get the Raw announcers. If you're in the SmackDown arena, you get the SmackDown commentators. If you're in any of the current PLEs, you get the team of the guys that are doing the PLEs. It just, 2K makes everything seem so difficult. And it goes back to my last video where I was talking, and I believe it was in my last video where I said the foundation of 2K is broken. There is something wrong with this engine that prevents them from doing certain things. But instead of being transparent, they keep it under wraps, and then they just kind of sugarcoat everything and say, oh, but we gave you this, and this. I think there's bigger reasons as to why we don't get the certain things that we technically should have by now. It's 2024, guys. This is gaming in 2024. When I see other companies do it, I don't see what makes WWE 2K so different. If NBA 2K can add in the different commentating teams, there should be no reason that WWE 2K can't do it. Same thing. Madden did it. College football did it this year. Why can't 2K? Why? I really wish some of the bigger 2K commentators brought these subjects up. And I really wish that they really hit home on these guys. Instead of focusing on trying to get all of the perks of being a next maker, start keeping it real with the audience and start keeping it real with 2K themselves, because you guys are the closest ones to attempt to even try to make a change. And some of these next makers are good. I hear some of them get very critical, very critical. There's a lot of 2K commentators who they put their foot to the fire with them, man. They really do. And I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. You don't sugarcoat and make everything seem like everything is so great. I want 2K to be great. I'm a WWE guy. I want this game to be awesome. But it's still got a long ways to go. Even though they keep making little tiny steps forward, they're getting there. They were crawling. I think they're finally starting to walk, but sadly, they're still stumbling and falling after a couple steps. That's just what I see when I look at this game and the state of this game. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted, man, is just to get this video out. I didn't want to do anything too long. It just was on my mind as soon as I saw that Madden actually added it in there. And when I look at everything that Madden added in this year with like franchise mode, the cutscenes and all of the stuff, like the practice, it's like, look, they're attempting. They're definitely attempting. They're trying. They're doing something different. I want to see WWE 2K do something different. You got to wow us, man. And it's not just with match types. It's next year. Hey, surprise us. You got season mode back. You got Road to WrestleMania instead of My Rise. Why not? You got multiple commentating teams. Maybe that might be a surprise for next year. I don't know. But all we can do is hope. And it is what it is. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you for watching. As always, man, all of my new subscribers, I appreciate you. I'm getting some love in the comment sections, man, and I definitely appreciate you guys for watching. There will always continue to be more videos on the horizon, even with new wrestling games coming out. I want to reiterate that this is not just solely a 2K channel. It's just that 2K is the only wrestling game out right now. But as soon as the other ones come out, it's gonna be on, man. All right, man. This is your boy Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.